Yeah,
I
that'll
just hit
work.
it. Yeah. Let's hope it goes. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It went. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Thursday night. This week it's well,
Notification.
I got notified on that one. So what's up? There's only three of us this week,
Three wieners.
and I'm late. We're late
Ben's late.
because of
Late
me.
as fuck.
Well,
He was buying toilet paper because of the coronavirus scare. So don't get mad.
Hey,
Don't hate.
my ass is gonna be super clean for the next 2 weeks.
Probably longer.
Well, I mean, yeah, I hope so. I hope my ass is clean for more than 2 weeks.
I mean, unless you're shitting like Tom Segura used to, I don't know.
Verb FPV in the house.
Oh, I need to get the. Oh, it says unable to connect to the chat on my thing here, so we'll just do a pop out chat.
Yep.
I'm here. Let's see. I'm in the chat. So what's going on? Like, what's up, guys?
Hold on, I'm spamming.
John got a one-wheel pint today. You know, he's had his XR,
Mm-hmm.
the original bigger ones. You know, like same size one I got, and today he picked up one of the smaller ones. Pretty cool.
It's funny. I actually saw a guy like 10 minutes ago on a pint. He was sitting he was sitting. No, he was just at the intersection.
Yeah.
And he was going around. There was like a piece of trash there, and he was just going like doing this really tight circle around the piece of trash. And then
that's what I gotta say about it is it's super tight, you know, radius it can handle.
It looked so much smaller.
It's tiny.
It's why it's called a pint, I bet. Who are you making funny faces at, Chris?
His
My
girlfriend.
Ooh, Chris has a girlfriend. He's like, mute this shit right now.
Why don't you give her your headphones and let us talk to her? She'd probably be more interesting.
Should bring in a bunch more viewers.
Totally. I second that. Chris is not even arguing. He knows it's true. he's like I bring awesome edits to the table. She's got this thing called appearance that is totally winning.
She's got one thing I don't have.
Yeah.
A woman's body.
Yeah. Sex sells. Come on,
well,
dude.
I don't know.
Our view counts down, Chris.
I don't know, Chris. You are pretty light.
There's three of us watching. And
speaking of John, there's John right now. What's up, Virgin FPV?
Hey,
what's up?
Send him the link, since we don't have anybody else. John,
you want to hop in?
I want to hop on. You can tell us about
the pint.
The pint, and then the what is it? The 400, the race that he just went to.
Are you getting it, Dave, or do you want me to?
I'm on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to hear about
the race. The race for sure, dude.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear about. I didn't get a chance to watch the videos or anything yet. I've been
he hasn't really posted much. It's been like he's posted, you know, their little previews or whatever,
little teasers and stuff.
Yeah,
totally.
I'm pretty sure that they have footage rights until they're done with something. I think they're working on something.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
The first link didn't work. Second one should.
How's the corona scare up where you're at, Ben?
Well, we went to the store today, and there's no toilet paper at Walmart. There's no hand soap.
No hand soap.
Nope, no hand soap. The canned food was looking really scarce. Yeah. Tons of beer.
Tons of beer?
Wow. I'm surprised on that.
So, I went to Cabela's instead.
There you go. Get some rounds?
Yeah. Round for downtown. What?
The Ohio governor canceled all schools today for 3 weeks.
What?
3 weeks?
Damn. Isn't it
spring break?
Spring break anyways?
No, actually my daughter will be on spring break when I'm out there seeing you.
Oh, okay.
If they don't close the airports down before then.
They're closing their schools down.
Where are they at?
Ohio.
Coppertop's in Ohio.
Yep.
Verb, where are you at? You said your kid's closed.
He's right next to me, dude. He's like
Oh,
my
okay.
neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ohio, don't go to Ohio.
Not well. There's only like 7 cases in Ohio right now. That's not many.
I think how many in Colorado? 20 something? 30?
Dude, I saw a video.
34 in Colorado.
I saw a video
None in Grand Junction.
from Denver where they had
The
like
drive-through.
the drive-through shit. I was
Yeah.
like, what is that?
Yep, I've seen that.
The drive-through test. It's a smart way to do it. Come on, next.
Yeah, I mean,
shit, you pull
as
over
long
the
as you got
side.
nothing to do.
Baby on board, guys. Be careful.
All right,
Baby on board.
I gotta watch my language. Noted.
Earmuffs.
Legit.
Can you even
Waldo
see my
in the
headphones?
house. Yep.
There you
Yeah.
go. Who else?
What's up, John?
What up, homie? You're awful quiet.
He's probably getting his audio set up.
I know.
You're awful quiet.
Oh, okay. It's auto mute. I forgot I did that auto mute shit.
Oh yeah.
That way I don't come in. That way I don't come in guns a blazing.
Dude, that would have been great, dude, if you just came in and it was so loud nobody could hear anymore.
Dude, your beard's getting long.
Get off! Off!
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, keep on trucking with it too. I don't see any end in sight.
That thing was only like a fist length last I saw you.
That's what she said.
I don't know. She's next to you. Why don't you turn and look and ask her?
Yeah! I got my fresh, steamy bowl of COVID right here.
Did you warm it up on the barrel of your new AR or
It's
what?
COVID-17. The shit's barely legal.
The 17.
And they got a vaccine for that one.
Shit's underage.
Speaking of Corona, he's over here pounding Coronas. He's like, they're super cheap right now, man.
This is the light version, man. I can't get full-fledged. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I've got pizza pasta.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like
That sounds pretty good.
Pizza pasta.
it's like pizza lasagna, like lasagna and pizza.
That's
Kind of
pretty
sounds
good.
good.
It is really good.
I'm like so hungry.
You can
I
get
haven't
it at Walmart and you put it in the microwave and then it's
Huh.
looks like that. Oh,
That looks like Hamburger Helper.
here you guys go. Here we go. When you're hungry, head to Walmart and you can get all your pizzas on your
Angelo's.
There you go. I gotta get it just right, or else the baby on board gets the show. Goddamn baby alien. Thank you. So tell us about
How you
that.
been, Dave?
Oh, go ahead.
I haven't seen Dave in forever, or Ben, or anybody.
I'm going to be up in your neck of the woods week of March 23rd. You going to be around?
Maybe,
All right. Let's.
maybe.
we're-
I've got to. I plan on it, yeah, but I got to get back to work. I'm broke, so
You ran out of that GoPro money.
I ran out of that a long time ago.
Sweet. Yeah, I should be in town. I know I have a job on that Tuesday that I'm gonna try and knock both out. I have 2 jobs. I'm gonna try and knock both out on Tuesday and then maybe drive over the hill that night or Wednesday. We'll see what the pass is doing. Right now
Yep.
the weather's kind of intermittent this time of year, so
Yeah,
It's not too bad right now.
You'll probably
No.
be all right.
yeah. And I'll just get a decent vehicle. I won't get a crap one. So
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm
if
gonna,
you're in town, like we're gonna go to the desert and have fun. You need to come with us.
yeah, I should be because I mean, but towards the end of this month is when I'm looking to go back up. So I don't have I'll be figuring that out within the next week. So
All right. Well, keep me posted because I'd like to see you. You're
Yeah,
like one of my
around,
me too.
besties.
yeah, I was actually just chatting with Devin. Chris knows Devin.
Thank you.
He's going to do another desert race. He's going to do Best in the Desert next weekend.
Isn't it down in the high desert, California?
Laughlin, yeah.
Oh, okay. I know there's a big race
Yeah.
down
He's
there.
not even that far. He's in Utah, so
Yeah, he's in Salt Lake, so it's probably like it's about the same for us actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
like Salt Lake is kind of close to you. It's like 4 hours, but just a little north.
Well, I just mean like for him to get there and us to get there is probably about the same. But yeah, he just I guess like not too long ago he just got news, so that's cool.
Sweet.
And then but yeah, I went to the Mint 400.
Yep, that's what I want to hear about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was it's pretty fucking wild, man. Went well, actually just met some people in Glamis when Chris and them were down there. And just made connections there, and the owner or the organizer of the Mint ended up chatting with him, and he just said, yeah, fucking come on down and let's see what you got.
Hell yeah.
So I went down there and showed them what I got, and it sounds like they were pretty happy with it.
Hell yeah. You got all you could get.
I did.
That's so awesome, dude.
Went down there for qualifying, and then the next day was like bike class, and they had a Harley class. They had
a Harley class.
Yeah, dude, I got video of like 450-pound Harleys, and they're doing 160 miles on dirt.
Dude, I just imagine like a big bagger.
Dude, it looks so nasty to try and ride that shit, dude.
They had to be all over the place.
Yeah, the main guy his bike blew up, I guess, but
Ooh.
did that on Friday, and then they had trophy trucks. But I mean, dude, it's like starts and trials. I was like, there's like 5-6 helicopters in the air chasing cars too. So like, there's plenty of times where I'm like chasing the same car as 2 helicopters are chasing and shit. Like
they're just a little farther away.
They were about 50 feet away from me. Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Like they were right
awesome.
there.
Did they know about you?
I mean, they had an idea. I'm sure they saw the drone wandering around.
I mean, but like they didn't have like a heads up before they took off. Like, hey, there's gonna be a drone flying around.
Oh yeah, no, they knew that there was a drone. Actually,
Okay.
like I guess like one of the events not too long ago, one of the drones got together with the helicopter, but it was like it was an Inspire.
Ooh, that's even scarier because that's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll cause more damage.
Yeah.
So they just told me to not hit it, and I was like, cool, I don't plan on hitting it, so we're good.
You're like,
I don't think the Inspire pilot planning on hitting it either.
but he's an Inspire pilot, so we gotta get.
I don't know, man. Either way, but like, I definitely did. I didn't hit any.
That's what's.
But that shit was wild. Like, dude, went to qualifies, and I got the one guy as my spotter, and I'm just like, yeah, just tell me where those helicopters are, and it'd pretty much just be like, I'd ask him, are they chasing the same one? And he's like, yep. Okay. What side of the road are they on? And he'd be like, this side. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I could literally just pan over and see the fucking helicopter right there.
That's so sick.
You need to make an edit with the helicopter shots. Yeah. I just want to see like trophy truck and then boom, helicopter fucking like at 90 degrees and you guys are just like
It was pretty sick, dude.
That's like
I'm gonna
get GoPro shot right there.
I missed the shot I wanted, but I'll get it next year because, like I said, I think we nailed it. So I think there'll be a few of us out there next year. Drone Co. The whole production.
Hell yeah.
It's easy when you're right there.
Actually, not even that because they told me that their next event, whatever the hell that is, they're having me out for too. So whatever their next one is, we'll be at.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one after that. And after
yeah.
If the Rona don't get us before that.
I know that they do a lot. I know they do a lot down in Florida. And
the Rona
South
don't
and
get
shit,
us.
so, yeah.
Elaborate.
It's a Corona, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're being silly. You're like the Rona. I'm like, what the fuck's the Rona? Is this some like deal you're working on in the background? I don't know about.
He said my Sharona.
Yeah, so I got it. I got it right when you did.
Speaking of Chris being silly, I saw your latest part 2 vlog. I have to say, man, you're doing. I like what you're doing with that 360 cam.
Yeah,
a lot of those edits I see out there, I'm just like.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna be critical. Say something.
No.
Like,
Actually, what I like most about yours is that the software crops out the selfie stick part, but not the shadow.
Yeah,
So
you can see it.
You see it in the shadow the whole time.
The world lock on that camera is trippy because if you look at the shadow, it's not moving away from the shadow. Like the shit's locked on the shadow, and that's where like its focal point's at. If you look at it, you know.
Wow. I like what you've done with it. I
Yeah,
also
thanks, dude.
I don't know if you've seen it, but Orta Vortex just made a vlog where he did mix FPV cam and 360 cam. He did some really cool shit
Oh
on
yeah.
his.
Yeah,
Hell
he
yeah.
had the
You
Insta,
should
he had the
check it out
Insta,
if-
didn't he?
Yeah, it's the same one that Chris has, I believe.
Oh, well, yeah. Chris has been mixing the two, I think. Don't you have a Max too? Chris?
I just have the backs. I gave Spooty the Insta.
Okay, so
Oh,
yeah,
okay, cool.
so Vortex has the Insta, yeah.
I didn't like the frame rates are better on the Insta, but the picture's way better on the Max.
Interesting.
Tomato.
Yeah, it's like what you're after, you know.
Yeah. I love how people I voyeur this shit all the time on Facebook. They argue over like what's the best frame rate, what's the best ND filter, and I'm like when I watch a video, I'm not paying attention to any of that shit. Why do you guys care so much?
They're micro analyzing every frame, and
Yeah.
it's like, yo, color grade it, make some edits, and
Well, there's a difference between, you
Chris-
know, like worrying about the right things and then just over worrying, you know.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, try. Don't
Like
like just
your fucking
don't throw
settings,
your
get
ISO at
lighting right.
100 100 and then go do a night flight. It's going to look like shit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, try, but don't like go fucking crazy. Like, man, I should have used an ND4, not an ND8. I'm like,
Yeah.
You don't need to go overboard.
That sounds like me. But I've got mine down now, so I don't usually say that. I just go, nah, it's garbage or it's good.
mine's just been like ISO 100 100.
If mine is garbage, I make it look good.
I've
Yeah.
got to run through ND 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32.
Jesus.
My God.
Did you see my last crappy video? The one where it was more of a ramble than a vlog?
No.
You should watch it.
I
The flying? No. The reason you should
When
watch
did
it
you
is
post
because
it? I fucking
oh god,
didn't
it's
get a
been
notification.
it was like
2
a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 2 weeks
Oh, maybe.
ago. Watch it because the flying it literally is from 2.5 packs, and I got a whole fucking song out of it.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's just
I like it
it's
when you
like
can
what,
do that.
It's like what Chris says. It's just you just make it look good.
Yeah, you
Well,
gotta
yeah, you just fly. I mean, I get that.
you polish it
chop
up.
Cut and chop it and grade it, right?
My
Yeah.
cuts make up for my flying skill.
Exactly.
Yeah, me too. Usually I cut it before the camera comes on.
No, but I do like to leave my crashes and my freestyle runs. Like I really like that.
Yeah,
People seem
I
to
love
like that.
crashes.
Yeah.
Crashes are cool. I don't have a single problem leaving a crash in
Yeah.
as long as it's
Nah.
not, as long as there's nothing else with it that's bad.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
crashing the
as
wrong
long as it's
thing.
not the crash that was into the helicopter. You know?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one into the bush. That's the one you want to put in.
Oh, dude, I got a cool when I was chasing the
bird in the
Harley.
hand worth two in the bush.
Yeah, I was actually chasing a Harley, crashed, went down, and then got back up and then ran him down
You
again
did.
and finished chasing.
You
him.
did. I thought he crashed.
And then he ran him down.
I didn't get any. Yeah, I didn't get any bike crashes. I missed a really good, like on the start. There was I got one of them. There's a trophy truck went right over the fucking berm, like missed, like just went straight over the turn. And then, but the real good one was like first turn. This dude didn't even make it. Almost ran over some guy. There's a cameraman running out of the way. It was fucking scary, dude.
Dude, those car races are crazy. I know.
Yeah, they said
They're-
that-
they go all over the fucking place, running motherfuckers over and shit.
Yeah, they said they had like, it's 100 with the tracks like 104 miles this year. It was 104 miles long, and they did 4
Jesus.
laps.
Damn.
So or 108 or whatever. It's like 428 miles, but I
what
guess
was
they found
like an average lap time?
I think that the finishers were doing it in 6 hours. So it's like an hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half per lap.
That's not that.
That's gnarly fast though, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
those guys were fucking cooking. And I mean, most of the shit's so rough you can't even do anything with it. It's so fucking gnarly.
You have to go so fast that you're just like bumping over the top at that point.
I had
Like-
one guy stop. I think I was flying around him and like spooked him, and he like literally stopped. And then I flew around, and then I guess he was like, "Oh, drone!" And then he just does a burnout and takes off. I'm like,
Sick.
"Oh shit!" I think I got like in his face, and he stopped. What the fuck was that?
Is that a bird?
Yeah,
Cheers.
but I only
guys.
went down once, and that was at qualifying, and that wasn't too bad.
This is cheers.
This is like our personalities all right there.
Chris has got apple juice.
You
Mine's,
guys remember these?
mine's
Yeah.
20.62%.
Mm,
That's halfway
I
decent.
want
actually.
Ben's.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
I want John's pen.
Usually
I
when I
know.
go to
I
when I
want
go
my
to
pen.
Colorado, I go to the store and I don't even look at names or what they are. I look at percentages and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Dude.
32. That's what I want right there.
I've done that, and I was like, oh, I'll take that one. It's like 38%, you know. And
I go by smell.
And then I brought it home and cracked it open. It was so fucking dry, dude. It was like not. It may have had an out of this world like percentage, but it was total garbage.
Yeah, you like 2 hits and the whole bowl was done.
Yeah, not even. I mean,
That sucks.
it's just so dry. It didn't taste good. Like, got me high. But it wasn't like, oh, dude, I would totally go buy that again. It was like, I'll buy something else.
I'm even contemplating if I'm going to get some when I'm in Colorado in 2 weeks. Like my normal routine is I get out of the airport, I go to this one fucking place. That's where I've gone. And this, what the fuck was that?
My phone, sorry.
Oh, and
My robot's done.
but I
Shit
I
Dodger has
stopped.
completed.
So
You stop. Just
I quit smoking.
Yeah, you haven't
Yeah.
smoked in a while,
I mean, like a few Fridays ago at my brother's house.
huh? Oh, okay.
I got
Just
into it pretty heavy.
John
Is that where your
became a little
GoPro money went?
He became a little pothead, dude.
Now I got to go back to work, so I'm not doing much or
Yeah.
anything. But I got this badass pen in fucking Nevada, dude. Oh my god, that thing was good, huh, Chris?
Yeah, it's really good.
And it's only like 55%, but it's like overloaded and live resin and all that
Yeah,
shit.
the
Oh
live
my
resin is fucking
God.
dank.
Get your fuck
like-
on.
Candy.
Yeah, it tastes so good.
I was starting to do dabs. It was becoming too much. So
That's
Yeah,
what I was
bro.
doing.
So when
gram
you
a
guys,
day.
When's any one of you guys gonna come up to Washington and hang out?
When the coronavirus is
Yeah,
gone.
if I don't.
No,
if I don't
no,
get
no,
taken-
no. I need somebody to hang out for the next 2 weeks.
Okay,
don't
well,
get
fuck it.
taken out.
If I don't get a job, I'll go up there.
There we go. Dude, we got it. I saw Mike Virgin. He posted what was it? A picture of like his 1.3 rig.
His
with
Drac,
his
right?
Drac, and
Yeah.
it was like social. He put social distancing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, he's got the right idea for sure.
dude, I would love to go fly fixed wing back in that hood. That Lone Pine,
Especially
like,
his?
in the valley, like where he
Yeah.
was, where all that stuff was, dude. Like long
It's a-
range,
yeah.
fucking heaven.
yeah, it's like a
Especially-
giant half pipe.
You look to one side, mountain range, brown mountain range. Look to the other side, there's like the Sierras.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Hold up.
I'd love to have like his Drac out there, man. The wings he's got are insane.
Yeah, for sure. That VTOL he's working on's been pretty cool to watch him fuck around with.
Where's
Yeah,
he posting
he-
this shit
he-
on?
Long range
range.
hooligans.
Oh,
He crashed his first VTOL.
Yeah, dude. Straight into a fence.
Oh fuck. Yeah, he crashed the first one, but it looks like he's really going after that second one,
Or
dude.
do you not? Or do you
That's
want me
cool.
to go with it?
He's like a machinist, isn't he, by
Yeah,
trade? So he's
yeah.
fucking
He
got
can-
a
He can
hand
make
up
anything.
on that
Yeah,
shit.
he can make
Yeah.
Does
anything.
it have legs?
I don't know. It moved fast, so I'll say yes.
Well, then you got Dave here. Dave can do anything too.
What's it sound like?
And amp up
Fucking
Within
print and
reason.
whatever, and yeah, you've got them skills on that shit,
Yeah.
man. Design is hard for me.
It's like
it's not. It's really easy. Someone gave me a compliment earlier
and it's
tonight.
gonna
Who
have,
was
like,
it?
8
It was
legs, 6 or 8
Chris
legs.
Wind.
Look it up and see if that's
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it like
He's a cool dude. He's
Kinda
part of the
curling
our
one.
Mountain team, and he was like, "Hey man, you have this one file that has the antenna mount for the crossfire in the back. Can you just rework that without the crossfire part?" I was like, "Yeah." Let me get home first. He was like, all right. Got home and so literally I was on the phone with my brother talking to him and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just redesigning this thing real quick. He's like, 20 minutes. And I sent it to him. I'm like, what do you think? He's like, it looks great, but print it now. He printed it out. Like, dude, how the fuck do you just your quality is just tits. I don't understand it. Keep doing this though.
Yep. I agree.
So what was the mount for then?
It was a Marmot tail mount to hold a stubby antenna.
Oh, okay, but just without the crossfire.
Correct.
I got you.
So I just basically had to like cut the crossfire out and then rework the bottom to be a solid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I see it as just like it's a block, right? You have a solid block, and then you just got to cut away what isn't what you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, just figure it out.
And that's the way it is. Damn it.
Figure it out.
I don't know how else to really describe it. That's how my brain works. It's just like, oh, so that's a square, and I want it to be round and point this direction, and I want the mouse over there, and I get my calipers out and I start measuring fucking parts. I'm like, all right, so this is measuring like 6 millimeters, but when I print it, it's not going to be 6. So let's make it 6.2. Shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Don't mind me, guys.
I heard you
What are you wrangling?
away from that,
What?
Virgin. You're not flying that frame no more.
What's that?
You were flying the Epic before, and you moved on to something different. I heard.
Oh, I haven't been flying the Epic as much because I only have a 6 or 7 mount for it. And I just because I want to use 5.5-inch props.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so that's just my problem.
Yeah, my Epic right now, my 229, I have to run 5-inch props on it because it doesn't clear the 8 mount that you designed.
Oh, I was like, I thought I designed an 8 for it. I was just checking.
It's because of like the 229 is the problem.
Where is it hitting?
It's not
The
your
sides
mount.
of the sides of the GoPro.
Yeah, even if the mount.
Oh, so even if it hits the GoPro.
It needs because the 8 is just a hair wider than the 6.
Okay, so let me ask you: if you pushed it back or forward, would that make a difference?
Well,
you would have to go way forward or way back.
Realistically, I think that. Well, I don't know if he ever made longer arms for the 229, but
he hasn't.
The solution was just to make longer arms.
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't fuck with it. I was just trying to figure out.
It works
like
a
quicker workaround.
Dude, I was running it on the track the other day. Mine still flies awesome. I like flying it still.
Yeah, I mean, I still fly mine. I just don't fly it with the 8. And now that I've figured out, I've got real steady locked with the 8, so I don't even run the 7 anymore or the 6.
I only have an 8. I sold my 7.
I traded my 7 for a 6 so I could do like any of this work where I wanted to real steady it or whatever.
I thought real steady accepts the 8 now.
It does, and that's what I mean.
Yeah,
now that I know,
yeah, you gotta figure.
Now that I can run the 8, I don't even run the 6 because it's the 8's way better for real steady.
Really?
So the 6 is your ultimate backup in a pinch.
Yep, pretty much.
That's what my 7
and I got 3 Epics that'll fly it. So fuck it. You know, I've always got something that'll fly it.
What have you been flying lately? I think what's his name? Gravy said you were doing the Bandolero.
Yeah, my Bandolero is my favorite, man. I have my chase cam that I can swap out in 3 screws. I've got it's been through a couple pretty gnarly crashes that no big deal. I took some huge rocks at the Mint. Like I got a motor that had a rock hit, and you can see where like I was an open wheel car, and I knew I crept over the back of him, and you can see when it hits, like it fucking smokes the arm. But the quad stays in the air, and then later I find it like I had a big fucking chunk taken out of the top of the bell. It hit the top of the motor bell and took a chunk out of it, and then the rocks spit out underneath the prop and scratched the root of the prop.
Oh shit!
Damn.
It was fucking. My Bandolero's covered in mud, dude. Like I was getting roostered bad. It was fucking gnarly.
What size is it?
6-inch. I have a 5-inch too, but the 6-inch is way better.
What was their
what
was their cruising speed like? I know you said that it was super fucked up and they couldn't go like super fast on a lot of it. But what? Like,
oh no, they could definitely outrun the Bandolero. I had on most of, like if I went to like a smoother part or a more straight part on the track, the Bandolero couldn't keep up. Like I was running my floss to keep up. Totally. And my fast floss decided to shit an ESC on me, so I couldn't do the full they hit like 130 on the dry lake bed, but the helicopters can't keep up. So I was going to take the turn behind the helicopter and then outrun the helicopter and keep with the car while the helicopter had to fall back.
Yeah,
but
dope.
My dude, I plugged it in and I had an ESC that had phased out. It had flown. I don't know. It phased out. I flew it before. It was fine, and literally I went to take off, and it just one motor was seized up. It's phased out, and so I unsoldered the motor when I got home. Spun it. It was fine. So I swapped the ESC, and it's mint now. But yeah, it was just fucked.
Damn. Were they SpeedX ESCs?
First one ever, man.
Oh,
first one ever.
They will be tough to come by pretty soon. I've
got to order.
Really? What happened?
I saw that somebody was trying to get a hold of SpeedX and they just were getting like no.
Oh, that was Frank. That was Frank, and I think.
Yeah, it's for Frank and Josh.
With that. Well, no. Yeah. It was for that, and I think that somebody said maybe they were on.
And those were the GS 35 bit or the.
No, the ones we use.
One. No, he was trying to get the 32 bits.
Oh, but also he was talking about the the 30 HVs because he was saying today that he likes the 32-bit for RPM filtering, and I said I've been running my BL Heli S on RPM filtering, and it's sick, dude. So he said he'll give that a go. I think.
I'm gonna have to try that.
It's fucking good, dude.
I haven't flown forever. Forever. It seems like.
Really?
I mean,
what the hell?
I was in the middle of building this. I was gonna go fly this.
I guess it is winter.
When my life turned around for a moment, and I haven't been back to building. In fact, here's all the parts.
That's cool. You got all the stuff though,
dude. All you need is one good overnighter, dude.
It'll probably happen soon. I have some things that are gonna help with that. So
hell yeah. Hey, it's 8. My lady just walked in with food, so I'm gonna bounce out.
All right.
I want to talk to you about something. Like it needs to happen like relatively soon, though.
Can I eat and I'll jump back on a Zoom? Yeah. All right.
Totally.
All right.
All right. Later, brother.
Later.
Bye.
Later. Bye.
I'm glad you said something about those ESCs because I need some.
I've just been ordering from Armaton since I have that sponsored pilot perk still.
You do? Nice.
Yeah. Like I've told him, I'm like, I'm not really flying that much. Is this going to be a problem? He's like, nah, dude, just whenever you want some stuff and you want to keep flying, just hit us up. I'm not abusing it though, you know?
Totally.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like friends aren't hitting me up and like, buy this for me. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that.
Right. I know exactly what you mean.
I know you know exactly what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. It's funny, I had something similar happen. Well, not similar necessarily, but I had something happen that reminded me of like sponsorships and all that shit, and how people are or how people can be. Stop! Get your nose off me, you dog. She's just over here rubbing her wet nose all over my shorts, dude. So I got a big old wet spot.
That's because your balls smell good. Leave her be.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, you may not think they smell good, but that is evidence of a different story.
Right. But so what happened was, as you guys know, that I got into reefing more than I got back into reefing, and I've been going around to all the pet stores and local fish shops and stuff like that, and like meeting the owners and stuff, you know, just kind of doing my thing and having a good time, right? And well, I met the dude who freaking works locally at the one that's closest, and he like works weekends and this and that. Well, I get a message from him one day out of the blue on Facebook, and he's like, hey, did you go in and talk to so and so about this company? Like, no, I don't know who the fuck that company is anyways, you know? And as you can see, I'm trying to just not drop names.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was, dude was repping another company and like working at a store, getting product from there. Like the owner's a good guy, and he was hooking him up, and then he's like gets sponsored. I don't know how you can get sponsored for a reef tank, but got sponsored, and they're sending him the stuff, and so he's repping them online and discarding all the friendships that he's actually made locally and in person for fucking free shit on Instagram.
Damn.
Yeah. So he hits
Shady.
So he hits me up and is like, "Yo, did you tell him about that?" I'm like,
fuck off.
"Who the fuck are you, dude? I'll shank you with a fucking pencil."
I'll shake you with the fucking coral skeleton, bitch.
Dude, no shit. I'll drown you in your own reef tank, motherfucker.
How's that LPS taste?
Stab. Take a branch of like SPS, dude, and just fucking stab him. Is this what they call fire coral? Is that a thing?
Fire coral?
Yeah.
I'm sure someone has named something that. It's all. I used to go to those frag swaps. Those are cool.
They just
make. Yeah, but they just make names up.
Yeah, and then charge. Get your cold ass nose off of me, damn.
Yeah, it's like for 1 inch of SPS, $85.99. You're like, what?
You're like, what? No.
I'm like, I'll give you $10.
Yeah, like
it's probably gonna die, dude. Like
bro, I'll trade you a Monty. I mean,
exactly.
What do you got?
I got this Nemo fish that this chick over there gave me.
Dude, I hate you for saying that.
I said it on purpose.
Oh, I know.
I said it on purpose.
I know
it's a clownfish. I know it's a clownfish, and they have tomato clowns and different clowns. I know.
It's just
I know.
That's that thing that everybody's got their pet peeve, and it's just like,
yep.
It's like, it's not fucking a cartoon.
It's not a Nemo. It's a clownfish.
Oh,
and the dory fish.
Dude, we were at Petco the other day, and it was Steph and I, and she was looking at the fish, and I was kneeled down looking in the bottom tank, and 2 kids walk up behind us, and like one comes to the tank next to me, and then freaking screams like he's been stabbed in the face, and
at the fish,
dude, just into the air.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so like I turn around, dude, I'm like, what the fuck, to Steph, and she goes, hey, no, we use inside voices. And then like there was one young one, the screamer, and then there was a little bit older one, and so he was looking at us. The older one was looking at us crazy, of course, because they're like, "Who the fuck are these people telling us what to do?" Right? And then the younger one starts doing this onto the aquarium, and Steph goes, "Hey, no! You guys need to go find your parents." Dude, it was so good.
That's funny.
It was so good. But then their mom came over, and she's like looking at us all smug and shit, because I know that the older of the 2 went back and was like, "This bitch was talking to us and telling us what to do." Cliff, lay down.
Say something,
bitch?
Lady.
Yeah.
Say something. I'll tell you.
Yeah, like
I'll tell you again.
I'll tell you in front of your kids what I told your kids, because he's probably lying. Because you know that kid's lying.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
She was super mean to us and yelled at us and You're lucky her husband didn't punch you in the face. I don't like kids that much, that are like that.
I don't either.
Your son.
A lot of these profiles I've been swiping on, it's funny, is like you go down and you start listening, and they're like, I have kids, and they're like 4, 7, and 9. You're like, whoa, swipe left.
Left is away, right?
Yeah, left is no,
Okay.
right is good.
Okay.
Left is
I don't know.
I just recently had to relearn all this, so.
You should get a screen capture device, dude, and go through start doing like a blog of it. That'd be fucking hysterical.
I haven't like this is the most public I've said anything right now.
Oh, okay then.
I kind of
Like-
gathered that.
Yeah, like I'm just not advertising it. It's not. I'm not in high school. It's people don't need
What?
to know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just people. I don't need sympathy. I don't need things. It's just
I
fucking.
don't need your help. I can do it myself.
Yes. So
I figured that was fitting.
I've been talking with my brother a lot more. He's been kind of helping me get through things.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, just being quiet. Just being quiet, staying to myself, trying to navigate through this shit, figure out things.
Navigate through this fucking shit pool we call life.
Yeah.
Yup. I'm with you. That's why I bought a gun.
I saw that too.
that
Which,
picture you
which one is
posted
that?
was fucking hilarious.
Which one?
What model is it?
It's an AR.
Your AR. Well, yeah, but I mean,
Carbine.
anything in specific, or who made it is what I mean.
It's a Palmetto State Armory upper barrel. Like it's the Palmetto kit with a spikes lower.
Okay, cool.
So it's nothing.
Yeah, I never got real big into building them, but I do have one that I like, a stock one that I just kind of built out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the way I bought mine was I bought the whole kit minus the lower, and then I went out and bought the lower locally. That way, because they gotta do.
Then you could have it shipped. Yeah.
Yeah, and the FFL and all that shit. You gotta do the fucking transfers and blah. If you order it, it's more. If you order the lower, it's more money, flat out. So.
Oh right.
Yeah. So I bought the lower locally and then took every little piece out of a little plastic bag and put that motherfucker together via YouTube video.
Nice.
Dude, I found a detailed video that was basically step by step, move by move on how to put everything together. And I pulled out my freaking table, set everything out, pulled up the video, put it on the TV, watched the first section, stopped it, did that section, played the next section, did that section, and just did step by step, one step at a time, and it's perfect.
And I mean, you did it, and you just did it yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing the pictures, and then it was like done.
Yeah,
And then there was a hot dog with an AR and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say it took me like half hour, 45 minutes to actually put it together. So, and I mean, you need like an armor's wrench. There's like specific tools, there's a couple special tools that you do.
You had all that shit?
Yeah, I bought it all. It was.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
I've never done that shit, so.
Yeah, I've never done it either. I was just like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna do this now.
It's pretty fun then. It sounds like.
Yeah, it was. It's satisfying.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. And having military in my background.
Yeah.
This one it was like made it similar to what my actual service weapon was. So. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun to build it, and it was something I'd never done before. And I mean, I couldn't do it without a video or whatever again. For the next a couple times. But it really wasn't hard. I was really surprised.
That's cool. Yeah, I've never broke mine all the way down. I guess I should probably do that.
Yeah,
I can break it down to where I needed to, but I've never tore it completely apart.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I really needed the special tooling for was the buffer tube castle nut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so where the buffer tube goes into the lower, where you screw that in, there's a nut that you tighten down, and it's got a special tool that you need, and the rest. Honestly, I had punches. The punches weren't that special. One had a dome that stuck out. One was hollow. They both served their purposes in multiple other ones. What else? Yeah, so I think tooling wise, I was in at like $20. So it wasn't that bad, 20 or $30 for tools. But yeah, it's pretty. It was a
Nice.
good. Yeah, I'd never built one, and five and a half stars would do again.
Out of 10.
Out of 5.
Okay. Just trying to gauge the level of, commitment there.
No, it was. I used the punches. I didn't even have a hammer. I used a socket.
Nice.
Like the fucking ratchet handle. Like.
I thought the AR-15 was like just made by a certain company, and they were all the same.
They are all the same.
No, you guys started talking about like which make, model, upper, lower. I'm like, whoa.
Once
well,
you say
Springfield Armory makes like a stock one, right? But
yeah, the original base.
And Smith and Wesson makes one too, and that's what I have. That's what I have. I have a Smith and Wesson, but it's actually kind of like a cheaper version, downgraded. It's called the Scout.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it before everybody went ape shit on guns. 10 years ago or whatever it was, 8 years ago. But it was it's the same as the AR, but it doesn't have a dust flap, and it doesn't have the jam.
The forward assist.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have the dust cap.
I don't even know what a dust flap is.
It's exactly what it says it is. It's a flap to keep dust out.
I kind of put that together, but like, not a gun guy.
I have them and I can shoot, man, but I'm not a gun guy either.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 guns too. One I got, it's an old Marlin 99 22 2-feed that it's more like a relic that I used to go shooting on the desert with my dad when I lived out in California. And then I have this really super tiny Ruger L9M, I think, or L9C.
Mm-hmm.
A 9mm that I take backpacking because fucking I'm not going to get murdered by some asshole on the trail.
Yeah.
That's the reason. It's not to kill a bear or a mountain lion. It's to kill a person.
It's to not get killed is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had that weird shit here too. I was we never hiked out there, but where I go out and fly and some of the jumpers and shit go, I went out with a group couple months ago, and there was just a guy wandering around out there, and so I took a jumper there, and I was like, hey, so the jump's over there. I was like, we had to split. I felt bad, but I was like, you'll find it. I mean, when you're on it, I can tell you if you're there too, so whatever. And so I send him off, and then when I talk to him later, he's like, yeah, ran into this guy on the trail and shit. He was like super angry. I said hi to him, and he was like, fuck you. And I was like, okay.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's cool. And then when we left like kind of later because they did something else. So they were doing some climbing after. So all 3 of us were walking out, and here comes this guy walking up the trail, and my buddy was like, yeah, that's him there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I said, we didn't say anything. We just passed him as 3 guys, 3 grown dudes, and then this one guy. And Mike says hi to him, and he just goes, fuck you, Whitey. And then I was like, damn, okay, well, I'm not going to turn my back on him for a little bit. I just kind of walked backwards for a little while and make sure he wasn't, because he was going uphill too. I was like, I don't want him above us or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right. That's sketchy, dude.
Yeah.
And that's why I carry a gun when I go backpacking.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to have.
No.
Speaking of which, we talked about maybe doing something. I have a lot more free time now.
Yeah, I'd love to, man. I'm
more than welcome to stay on the shed floor if you come up here.
Yeah.
That sounds exhilarating.
Dude, you're
going to go do the PCH?
Actually, I do want to do the PCH, but it's going to take some time to plan, and I got to get my kid through like adolescence first. I got to get her on her own.
Yeah.
That's going to be like a 3-4 month endeavor.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Guy I know, I think he got his permit and authorizations. He's going next year.
Oh shit! Right on.
I would love to do part of it for sure. I don't think I could do. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I mean, like a decent part. But like, Well,
if you
maybe
plan
later.
yeah.
Yeah, I just mean like not right now, but yeah, no, I definitely would be down to do it. I think it would be neat. I would also like to do the Continental Divide Trail that I've been on. 'Cause I've ran across.
That would be
Like that one's a gnarly one, and I love
that one's
one.
hard.
Yeah,
That's the hardest of the three. Well, I think it's the hardest physically because you're always so high elevated, so the air's thinner, and the ascends and descends are steeper and bigger.
I think the extreme weather can get worse, like as far as
Yeah.
heat and cold in California, but yeah,
Maybe it
I ran
depends.
across those guys, dude, and it's fucking gnarly. I ran across two guys going opposite ways one day, and I just had to talk to him. I'm like, so, because he's like, yeah, I'm going this way, and they both been on the trail for like 100 or like 50 or maybe I don't know if they'd been on a trail 100 days, probably 50, 60 days, but they had like over 1,000 miles each. They were crossing kind of in the middle area.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and trying to get up. Like one was going north and one was going south, and I was just like, man, it's gnarly.
The guy going north is ballsy though.
Yeah, right.
you don't go
You can
north on
start
that one.
earlier though. You can
I
start
mean, you
earlier if you
can.
go.
You can.
That's just doing the whole thing is such an undertaking.
Yeah,
It's like
I heard the AT is the hardest mentally though. Only because
you can't see anything.
Yeah,
You're like
you only have
always isolated.
It's 100%. Well, maybe like 100, like 99%, 100-yard view in any one direction ever.
That would be
That's
so
it.
hard, dude. That'd
really?
be so hard.
Yeah, because you're just in dense woods the whole time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you get up on a couple hills maybe, but god damn, yeah, that one would be rough. I've been out there.
I've been reading a few like what do they call those when somebody writes about something they've done, like not an autobiography, but like just experience.
Just like a basic storytelling kind of book.
Yeah, not even a book, just like more like an article. This guy was the first African American to achieve the Triple Crown, and he did the first one he did was the Pacific Crest Trail, and the second one was the AT, and then he did the Continental Divide, and he just described each one of them, like each one had challenges, but if you wanted to rank them as far as like what's the best, then I would say the Pacific Crest Trail is the best because the entire trail system 24/7 is just stellar views. Like you have all this motivation, just like look at this beauty that I'm walking in. It doesn't matter if you had to climb 3,000 feet that day; it was easy because the view made it easy.
Gotcha.
He's like, but he's like the mental challenge was on the AT because of what I just said, and he said it was physically challenging because you had to take longer breaks and you had to have shorter days on the Continental Divide. You just couldn't do those 25 mile days. He was like, it's like the best day I did was like 20 miles, and that was down at the southern end.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
dude, these guys were turning 50-mile days.
Holy fuck, those
They
guys
were
are
running.
tramps. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. These guys were I asked him, I was like, what are you guys doing a day? He's like 45, 50 miles. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's insane.
The most I've ever done in a day is 12.
What's mine?
I've done like 2 because but hold up, that was the whole hike.
I think I'm right there with you, like 10, 12, something like that.
Yeah, but that was only because like target was 7 and it took us another 5 to find water. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to keep going.
Yeah. I did that with my boy. Like, I think actually, well, it was on the Continental Divide Trail. He was 4 the first time I took him. And we did just like a quick in and out 15, like 30 miles round trip.
Yeah. Spend the night and come back.
Well, he was 4, so
something
we did like 5 days, but
okay.
like 5-mile days. He's 4.
Yeah.
But like when we come out, we did one where it was going to be like 7 and he didn't like the camping spot. And it's like, we ended up hiking like 12. And I'm like, damn, you got to be bummed out, man. Like short ass legs.
For every one step I did, you did 3, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Dude's legs are
but he's been out there.
Ripped.
He's been out there now. I mean, we did the 54 miles round trip on our Eclipse trip, and I want to do that. We're gonna go out there again and try and spend like 8-9 days out there, maybe this year if I can.
That'd be fun.
That's awesome.
Dude, the Continental Divide Trail is, I mean, at least the area I go to is my favorite. Like, it's my favorite place to be.
Just let me know, because like I have the gear.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would be honored if you'd come, dude. I would love to show you where I go there. It's fucking awesome. I want to do a spring trip to stay low. So like within the bottom 15 miles
Okay.
of because we're from the trailhead, it runs 15 miles fairly easy. Like it's not really a lot of elevation gain. You're by the river, there's plenty of water. And then after 15 miles, it starts going up and it goes around. And I want to do that loop in the summer. Like you can't do it in the spring. I want to do a spring trip where you're at like 8,000 feet and then, go in 15 miles or
Oh,
go in,
you can't. Yeah, you have to wait for the snow melt.
yeah, spend 2 days and just enjoy it because the spring is really nice.
I love
And
that
then, and then in August, go do the loop. And the loop, honestly, if you just do the loop, you can get away with like 35, 40 miles total. But it goes up over, you can get to 12,000 if you want, like where I saw the eclipse. And it's fucking beautiful, dude.
Yeah, I'm down. I've done something similar before, and I would not go there with the same gear. I have a lighter tent already. I have a lighter sleeping bag already, and I would not be carrying the camera gear that I carried.
I know. I carried
I had my
3
DSLR.
lenses.
I had 2 lenses, my DSLR, all the batteries,
I carried three
battery
lenses.
rechargers. I had everything. I had 25. I measured it, 25 pounds in camera gear, on top of food and other gear. No, I'm never doing that again. Ever.
I think I weighed.
It's
I think for
iPhone,
my-
dude. I'll take
that's
iPhone
gnarly.
pictures.
I think I weighed in at like the pack was like probably 45 to 50 to start
Yeah.
my 8 day, but that's like the limit.
Yeah, that was me.
And-
I was
and
like at
that was-
50.
That
I was
insane.
But then that was without my camera and the 2 lenses hanging over my
Oh.
neck too.
You win. That was everything. I measured. It was like 48.2 or something. So I just called it 50.
Damn.
I think I had a big chunk of the freezer, but it was all 3 of us, and my boy was only 8 or 9. So I had most of his stuff. He had a good chunk, but like food wise,
Yeah.
So as the trip got down, I think I probably got down to like 35, 40 pounds. But
Of course, you're eating it.
that fucking camera was stupid, dude.
Yeah,
Carrying a DSLR and 3 lenses for the eclipse. I'm like, yep, nope, never mind.
Nope. Yeah.
Take a picture with my phone next time.
All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, I'm being summoned. By
Okay.
Summoned.
by
It
do-
has been an hour.
it has been an hour, and I'm being summoned by the dogs. They're staring at me. They're like, "I'm gonna piss on your floor, dude, if you don't
Yeah.
let us out." So-
Okay.
So, all right, guys. Thanks for if there's anybody still watching.
5.
There's
There's 5 of
people.
them.
Well, we will see you guys next week, same time. Well, maybe
Maybe.
the same time. We'll see you guys around the same time next week. Bye.
Yeah, there you go.
Peace.